Hey, what is up everybody? This is Nowonshall coming at you with yet another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're here to talk about the update that is coming to the servers. We're recording this a day ahead of time, as you can see in game. All this is running right now, so I'm a day ahead before recording this video. So remember, any of this footage that we show is going to be post to edit, whatever you want to call it, and it will show up. And we'll see what happens. So there's not much to go over in this update, but we'll go over as much as we can and theorize for a minute. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like, that subscribe, that bell notification down below. Remember, hit that see more button, come join my Discord. Under that, if you do like my content, please don't forget to donate. There's a PayPal, a Venmo, and a Cashapp listed down below, and an Etsy if you guys want to take a look at my stickers that I create myself. And don't forget the join button, either for 2, 5, 10, or 20 bucks a month, and don't forget to follow my Twitch. It'd be greatly appreciated. Alright, so we have a little bit to go over, not much. There's no real visuals besides using stfc.space that we have an alpha copy to get into to show you this information. So we have 2 new officers, 3 new primes coming, a new cosmetic, and another thing I'll mention at the very end. But let's go over the 2 officers, which I think are extremely interesting. Well, one is interesting, but it doesn't match up. Another, not so much. But let's go to my main desktop. We're getting Rules Acquisition Part 2. So as you see, we're getting Rom. Rom is an engineer, which is correct. He is an engineer, but his captain ability is Decline Their Generosity. When attacking a station, Rom delays opponent's ship and defense platforms weapon fire by 1 round. Okay. And then his officer ability is Impress with Opulence. When attacking a station, Rom increases the number of shots fired per ship by 50%. Okay, so when attacking a station, so his ensign ability is 50%, and his commander ability is 150%. So if you combine both these abilities, any of them are like Harrison or somebody else on the side, when you're attacking a station, you want your first round of combat, he's going to be the best one. You could go back in with your, you can go with the Enterprise, you can go in with a Saladin preferably, and deactivate the first shot, so you can do a massive hit right off the bat. So like you Rom Harrison was a Curla or something like that to amplify your crits in the first round. You're gonna hit that, and then you're gonna amplify your hit in that first round too, the amount of times you hit them. So you're gonna be hitting those ships harder than heck, even though it doesn't match up with Rom, because Rom is an engineer, so I think he would have some type of engineering abilities and not rating abilities, but I digress. That's Rom. And our next officer is going to be Kath. He's going to be Kath. So he's a command. So he's a neutral command. Ferengi, of course. His captain abilities rely on nobody. Kath increases repair cost. Increases the repair cost of the ship by 40%. The ability applied for all bonuses of research. Cool. And then his secondary is show them what you can do. If your opponent is hostile, Kath decreases the damage done by its kinetic by 12%, all the way to 25% once it goes to captain. So if we take Kath, let's go back on it, and let's go look at Talon. Let's do some comparisons, because he's a direct replacement for Talon. So you see Talon here is 5, 7, 10, 15, 20. We compare him to Talon. He starts at 12. So he starts around her lieutenant to lieutenant commander rank, and then outdoes him by the command rank by 5%. So she's a better officer long term, but even though he's going to require, of course, independent credits to be able to use them. Cool. And all these officers we have, Rom and Kath, are both able to synergize. Thing about Rom is he can't synergize. He gains no ability to synergize, but he does synergize with them on the sides. So that's the difference right there. So he's able to synergize with them, but he doesn't take advantage of the synergization, as you see right here on the right side. Engineering, command, and science. He gets 0% on it. But go down to here, he doesn't even help them, or they don't help him whatsoever. He's just kind of a lone Ferengi out there raiding stations. Interesting one, Scopely. Interesting move on that one. So that's one of the things that we're looking at is 2 new officers, and then we're going to get 3 new primes added to the game. It's going to be Prime Stella Max Cargo. And it's going to be 32 plus, which increases the cargo capacity by 400% off of base. Then we have Vidar Max Cargo, so protected one again, or Prime one again, and increases about 100% of its cargo. And then our next one, which I find is intriguing, when you get higher up, repair costs get a lot more and a lot more and a lot more. Think of like my Corey, if we go back to the game, Bam. My Corin art, even though the game's not fully showing. So if I bring my Cory back out, I'm not going to damage it. I'm just going to show you. Let's grab the ship. My Cory, which is tier, I don't even know anymore. Tier 4, I believe. Tier 5. And its repair cost is 120 million trit. We have a new prime coming out, is prime ship repair. So it saves you about 100% of its, or it's off of base at 100%. So it's probably like a 10%, 20% hopefully, which in the long run as you level up, it kind of saves. It's a 35 plus research. The Vidar one is a 32 plus research. And the Max Car, or the Stella one, is another 32 research. So the Stella and the Vidar primes are both in the state or galaxy tree, and the prime ship repair is going to be in the station tree. I like the last one, Prime Stella. I would love to get that cargo capacity up and the Vidar, because you grind the heck out of these two ships. You use them a lot. You use your ships in general, so Etherium makes sense if you want to spend the money when it comes out. Then we have a new type of leaderboard that's coming. It's actual cross-server leaderboard. So when you actually look at leaderboards in the game, let's say you want to look at the leaderboard. Let's say there's not a server one going on. Oh yeah, well, there is. So not really, but we'll use this one as an example. You know, as a list alliances here, normally it'll list their alliances, it'll have alliances, it'll have other servers alliances where you can see what they're scoring in that event, and you can't look into it, but you know it's from another server, so you'll be competing against another server. So this might end up you having to conglomerate or work together with alliances on your server to make sure your server is dominant in these events, even though it's single alliances. You want to see how many of yours alliances can work on top versus the other server. So it's kind of an interesting factor. I think it's gonna be something gonna be fun. This could be a part of the game, give you a new sort of competition, even though you don't have direct interaction with them. Even though I think they need to add a GC if they're doing these cross server ones that temporarily connect them, and where you guys can trash talk, or whatever you want to call it. But that's about it. Or you should be able to look in the lines and see who's in the lines and see what server they're on. Give a little exclamation point and say, is server 18, server 10, server 15. I know I'm giving numbers that probably servers don't exist besides mine. Besides that, that's about all the content we have. Is 2 new officers, 3 new researchers, and the cross-server leaderboard. And that's it. Alright guys, don't forget to like, that subscribe, that bell notification down below and right below that. And to see more, come join my Discord. If you guys do like my content, there are donation links down below. We have PayPal, Cashapp, and a Venmo. Don't forget to follow my Twitch. And if you want to help the channel generally, there is a join button for $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month if you do want to help support my content and the stuff that I put there. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting me. We'll see you when the art comes out. Peace out.